Hello, welcome to Smith and Smith Xbox World of Tanks, and today I am in the T95. That's American Tier 9 tank destroyer. Yeah, this is a pretty cool game. Gonna start this out in the replay system. I don't know if you guys have seen the latest replay system. They made a couple of changes to it, so you can get kind of a sniper view now that you never used to be able to get before. It's not perfect, it's not quite like in the game, it doesn't quite show where you're aiming. It looks a bit funky, but at least you can kind of zoom in on some of the tanks that you've got there. And anyway, we'll have a look at that. And the last 5 minutes or so are going to be in the regular view of the game, the last 5 minutes that I captured on the Xbox, and you'll see that. But have a little fun with the latest replay system, at least. Yeah, T95. I don't love it. You know what I mean? It's so slow. But the armor is just incredible. I wouldn't say it was a carry tank, although after this game, you may think differently. I just don't think it's mobile enough to be a true carry tank. But the armor is pretty phenomenal, and if you can get in a sort of a straight-on situation with other tanks, it's going to take some serious guns and accuracy to take you down. So anyway, we're on Nomahan. It's yeah, I don't know if this is a great map. I think this tank loves like town maps, I guess, but this isn't too bad. So I was going to go out to this sort of corner here. I know I'm not fast or not mobile enough to get up on those hills, and going to kind of protect the K line a little bit down the bottom there, and just see what I can get into. See if I can't get some sniping shots and guys coming across down that sort of 9 line. And what I find in this game is that our team will go to that sort of 2 ridge, sort of D through G2, and their team may do something similar, and most of the battle takes place over in that sort of C3 area. A tank like this, you ain't never going to get there. Game will be all over. So anyway, you can see there at K7, there was one E4, I think it was. One of our TDs that went down that way, and it's run into a bit of trouble. Maybe I haven't quite realized that yet, but anyway, I'm going to take a look in a minute, and I'm trying to position up here just to see if I can see anybody coming across. That was the whole plan here. Sit there and have a look. And again, I don't want to get too deep in here because I'm very exposed, especially in this slow tank. And kind of got my eye on that guy at K7 and seeing if what pans out there. See if anybody comes across here. If they do, great. If they don't, probably go and help that guy at K7 because he's pretty much on his own. Alright, so somebody out of the sight there. Again, the armor on this thing from up front, well, even the sides. I mean, you can bounce this thing. You got to find the weak spots on this thing. Gemini Rogues did a really good armor expose on this thing. You know, the hatches are weak spots, but not really, especially from distance, to be accurate. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go and help that guy out. By the time I get there, he's either going to take care of it or he's dead. But I figured the least I can do is get across here, and if they take him down, at least I'll be between them and the base. And I want to try and trap him in that little valley or whatever it is, that little canyon, because I know straight line, they'll have a hard job against me, even the 2 of them. And hopefully he's got rid of a few of their hit points so I can just take him down myself. So yeah, just making my way over there. Again, this replay system, it's kind of okay, but you know, it's not great for making videos, I don't think, but is what it is. This was such a good game that figured I'd cobble it together and have one more little look at this replay system. I think they do have a little bit of work to do to make it usable for this kind of purpose. But so there we go. That guy did go down. We're 3 to 5 down. Things are gonna start to get tricky up in here. Alright, so I think I've gone far enough. I know why I'm going this far. And just wait. I think it's some sort of tiger. Tier 8 tiger, I think. And oh. Yeah, bounce that guy. So it's the FV215B, the not Death Star, the kind of heavy. Ooh. So just bounce something. Tiger 2. So this is the zoom in the replay system. You can see that it doesn't show you like where I'm aiming, but you can see that I did pan that shot. So you can't quite see the weak spots and everything else like when you're actually playing the game. There you go. Sorry, I flipped onto another camera there for a split second. Just trying to find the the zoom, the not zoom, and everything else. But yeah. Oop. Got another one into him. Just kind of backing up a little bit. Don't want to get these guys. I don't want to get these guys. Let these guys go past me, because it'll be all over if one of them gets behind me. I'm not sure if they're firing high explosive. I think they might be. Even though, and again, if this replay system, it shows I'm on the APCR. I'm actually not. I'm on the high explosive. You can see it'll go down when I shoot. The high explosive count will go down on the left-hand side. It's reading 6 right now. Yeah, so I figured, you know, they were sort of hull down over there. And great thing about this is the 155 gun on here. The great thing about that is the high explosive does damage. I really needed this shot because if he gets behind me, like I said, I'd be dead. I know high explosive was enough to take him down. Getting a little bit of help here, which is awesome. I was signaling for help. I don't know if you saw that. I've been signaling for help for about 3 or 4 minutes, and somebody finally came. And I probably would have been fine anyway. In all fairness, it's Tiger. He goes down. All right. So we're still 8 to 7 down. Again, I just got my head down doing some work here, and doesn't show you the damage numbers and stuff in this replay system, but you'll see it in a minute when I change over to the regular replay. But all right, so this is a Death Star, so that's going to be fun, isn't it? It's a Death Star, depending on what he's firing, is still going to hurt, but he missed, which is awesome. So now he's got 30 seconds, right, before it can reload. So using the aim in and the zoom in. Looks like I'm not aiming at him in the replay thing, but I actually was, and I bounced him. And still, I penned him with the APCR earlier, so I guess I stayed with that. I've probably reloaded now, and I don't know if he has, so I figured I'll try one more. Oh, that penned as well. Alright, nice. Alright, so now I've backed up a bit. I know he's got one in the chamber probably. And I think at this moment I'm thinking like I might just let these guys deal with that, because my game's over if he hits me, probably. So at least I wasn't looking at them or to fire. So I decided to make my move now to just get across here, I think. Looks like he's way behind the thing there. I'm not sure who's spotting me or how they are. So I want to turn my armor towards that guy, although I don't think he has a shot on me. Must still be the Death Star that's maybe got a shot on me. Anyway, I decided to go. So I cut off a minute or so here. Try to get across the map here. Alright. So it's 10v10. So I decide I don't know if this was a smart move or not. I guess I could have tried to go down there the same way they are. I decided to go around the back here down this road. Kind of win the game, I think, doing that. I don't know if that was terribly smart. So I know that the tanks are, 3 of the tanks are there, but that tank destroyer is not with those guys. And if he's at the side here and he gets a side shot in on me, could lose the game. But I'm trying to get around behind these guys, and this is a big old hill, so yeah, again, I don't know. Heat at the moment, you kind of make a decision and you kind of roll with it. Maybe I thought by the time I get that way, it'll be all over anyway. I'm not really sure, or maybe they'll run away down this side and I'll hit them. And anyway, so trying to get behind these guys is more the element of surprise, or giving them 2 different ways to look at. You know what I mean? So gonna try and climb the lower piece of the hill here. I think the engine power on this thing is not terrible. So even though it's slow anyway, it doesn't climb too terribly, but that's pretty bad, isn't it? Alright, still haven't seen this other tank yet until it appears there now. And it seems like, yeah, I see it at D6, but it seems like I haven't quite figured it out yet until maybe now. So now I'm like, okay. A couple of other tanks have gone down. We're 3-2 up. I figure I'm just going to go take this guy down. He's full health, which is not awesome, but he also didn't see me. And I got one into him. So I'll fast forward a little bit to my descent down the hill here, and this is back in the replay here. So you can see right now I've done 4,500 damage. We just lost another tank there. Our light tank went down. Me and the medium versus the heavy and the Jagdpanzer E100 here. So I decided to hit high explosive. It's just because I think that I'm not going to pen him if he's hull down. Just going to try and get a little bit of health off this guy with some sort of sneaky shots. That's the plan here. Until I get his side, the APCR is probably not going to do me any good. I don't use high explosive nearly enough probably in this sort of situation, but with these 155 guns and stuff like that, you can definitely do some damage. APCR may have been better there, as it turns out, because he gave me the side of his head. I'm just trying to get my arm around this rock here. Go for the face hug. Get another one into him there. I think he bounced. Yeah, I don't know what happens here. Maybe he's trying to push me when he gets like sideways on. I kind of go for like a side tracking shot here. Obviously with the high explosive you can got a little better chance of tracking people. Anyway, alright, now he's tracked. I get the side of the tank, trying to keep him in position. Trying to get a little weak point here. Probably APCR would have been the end of this guy, but I tried to ram him, get some health off him. Didn't work. And now I've got APCR. He's still tracked, and now he's dead. Alright, so the medium went down just a few seconds ago. Well, this guy's coming here not a second too late for me to kill that guy. This guy's practically full health. Can I get one into him? Oh, I just tracked him. Oh, he bounced it. Like I said, the armor on this thing is crazy. Even like a slightly angled side there. I have no idea what sort of ammunition this guy's using, or what the reload is on it. I thought like he was going to get me there. Yeah, he didn't. And I'm chasing him around here. This is pretty funny. I decided not to walk into that one. Just tracks me again. Thinks about driving in front of me. Thinks better of it. It's gonna go on round. Probably not a bad idea. Yeah. You still gotta believe he's favourite, right? My goodness, he's got most of his health. His mobility's got to be better than this thing. And I don't quite know what I'm trying to do here. The wet and everything else. I've got clutch braking, but only about 50%. Can't wait until that. I'll get dorked up. Nothing seems to work. And he just bounces me again. And again, maybe he should have been using high explosive here. I don't know. Anyway, I get one in on this lower plate. Get in there. Almost 800. I needed that. Kind of waggle dance in here. Just gonna post up, get one more into him. Hopefully he shoots. I can get one into him just before he disappears. Just managed. I don't know how that hit. I thought like he was around the corner. Then I go for the face hug. I'm almost dead here. He did penetrate me. I think he thought he had this game here, to be honest. And got that last one into him. Awesome. Well, I said I didn't think the T95 was a carry tank. Well, carried that game. And yeah, I don't know if that Jagdpanzer E100 played too great, and that guy there, I don't know, he played okay, but yeah, maybe selection of ammo or just got unlucky or whatever. But yeah, pretty much 8k damage there. A mastery, which is awesome, high caliber, and T95 bounced 5500. So I guess I got the steel wall as well. Pretty awesome. All right, T95 boys. See you next time. Smith & Smith Xbox World of Tanks.